Hello and welcome back to Dear Esther. My name is Black Tiger and I'm working with Red Eye. So, we made it to chapter 2. What is the boy? I don't know. So, let's get along. Okay.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Yeah. Remember, we can't run, only walk. It's kinda annoying still, but gotta live with it. Can't even jump. So sad. What's a game without jumping buttons? I love to jump. I love to jump in all games. I love to jump around in Halo, jump around in Call of Duty, Minecraft, Left 4 Dead, yeah, so on. But dear Esther, nope, no jumping. Not even sprinting. Do 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 do. We're actually walking the wrong way.
I've begun to wonder if Donovan's
Shit, I need to get over
was
there.
as prosaic as it was
Fuck.
presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean. Into oblivion.
Oblivion? I love the soundtrack. Do 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 do. Quite beautiful. Climbing the hill. These ships are destroying the island. Sorry. But, well, I guess if you lived on the island, you can use the
I
resources.
had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay. To be exact, part 1 is actually uploading
What
right now.
charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss?
Or
How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
I don't know, a few thousand, I guess. Oh, I live up there, I guess. Most boring walkthrough ever.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft, and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges
Flashlight.
of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
Okay, that was creepy. Not so far. Just over the hill.
Bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it
check
did
this
not work.
out.
He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Paintings. What's in here? Flashlight. Can't even jump, but I have a flashlight.
These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass.
Nice.
I've always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
I want to go to the cave over there, but I guess I cannot. And I want to jump over the edge too, but that's just stupid. But I guess it's some kind of action. Oh shit. For real, I'm afraid of heights. I wouldn't even walk here.
Crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones.
Okay.
He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
Awesome.
They found Jakobsen in early
Jesus
spring.
Christ, stop
The thought
speaking.
had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
Well. Oh, this is a ship of Jesus. Limbo? No. Shit. Moving on.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones.
What's wrong
I
with the
struggled
music?
back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Sweet. Okay. Guess we got two choices. Up there, is that a cave? Nope. Then I guess we only have one way to go. Whirr. Yeah, that was it. Chapter 2 completed. It wasn't actually that long. And pause. So, thank you for watching, and subscribe to Red Eye if you want to see the next episode or the previous episode. And remember to like our Facebook if you want to get into the competition of winning a Steam game. We will find a new winner each month to the first. And, well, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!